All right. And welcome everybody to yet another wonderful, wonderful week of another episode of the Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat, and with me I got my wonderful co-host, the Prospector, the Mayor, and the Influencer. The Influencer's probably somewhere, hanging out, watching a game, as he usually does, while the rest of us are like, yeah, we're at home. All right. So not a whole lot going on, right? Not a whole lot going on in baseball today. Eric, I'm going to start with you today, my friend. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, fellas? So I'm on Prospector Jr. 2024. We are on day number 4.
Okay. And thank you for muting.
So tonight we are at Whataburger Field in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's the Amarillo Sod Poodles, the Saudis, against the Corpus Christi Hooks in AA Action Texas League.
Nice. I love it. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Nice seat.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it is.
I could have sworn he said Whataburger Field.
I mean, that's how they pronounce it, but it's Whataburger, but they pronounce it Whataburger.
Oh, like Wooder.
Wooder.
All right, Patrick, talk to me, my friend.
What a week.
He does not even know where to start today.
He doesn't even know where to start. Like,
I used to root for a team called the Toronto Blue Jays, but then they went to Seattle, they went to Chicago, they went to Pittsburgh, they went to Minnesota,
They're now the Toronto Blue Strays.
Wow. You really are taking that mantle for dad jokes, aren't you? Well played. But other than being overwhelmed, I'm doing okay. And big shout out to the chat tonight, and big shout out to everyone joining us. We appreciate it. I don't know that do we even ask the influencer what he's wearing and what he's drinking?
I gave him the opening, so go for it, man.
Normally you ask that, so.
Hey, what are you wearing? What are we drinking? He doesn't know.
No comment, apparently.
They're saluting a veteran, so it's really loud in here. Wearing my Yingling hat that I got on my Prospector trip when I was in Pottsville, Pennsylvania in April. And water, so get this. So in Texas, mostly the Astros affiliates, they make you take the label off of your bottle of water. They let you bring a bottle of water in, but you have to take the label off. Who cares?
At least they let you bring a bottle of water in. Some of them don't even let you do that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's just
like, who cares if I
that's
have
weird. That's just weird.
Members Mark versus Kroger, like.
Listen, bro, I brought it from Walmart. All right, calm down.
Right, exactly. Also, Ronnie Gajanik's coaching third tonight for the Saudis.
Nice. Okay, Patrick, I'm gonna ask you.
All right. Well,
what are you wearing?
Shout out to Zach. Blue Jays are the AAA farm team for MLB. You are so right, my friend. You are so right.
We thought it was the Oakland A's. No.
Well, you got the A's part right. You just forgot to add the J part to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, big shout out to the chat tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to you guys. Glad to be here with you tonight. Let's see. Tonight I am wearing college baseball. I'm wearing an Ole Miss hat.
Mississippi.
Ole Miss. So nice little Aero Bill Nike hat. So very comfortable. And then
no, wait.
What?
Gatorade.
Oh, he's back to the prime.
That's my boy.
Back to the prime. It's actually not strawberry banana. It's actually the ice pop. So the influencer and the mayor have definitely put me on this stuff. So Sam's has seen a lot of visits from me when I had to get brand new mega packs of the prime. So tonight is actually ice pop in a strawberry banana bottle because I keep reusing the bottles. So
smart man.
Hey,
recycling.
Yep, trying to. I have about 4 or 5 bags of recyclables I take usually every couple weeks. So trying to be friendly to the planet.
Looks like possible breaking news: Jackson Holiday back to Baltimore.
Oh wow!
Because they got rid of Connor Norby,
and who was the other?
somebody else, but so they just called him back up.
Wasn't that in the
Surprised,
package
because
where everyone went to the Marlins? Between the Padres and Orioles, like the
I just thought
Marlins
that was
basically
kinda interesting 'cause
restockpiled their
we
farm
had talked
system.
like a week or two ago that we thought they would just leave him down for the rest of the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. Well, I guess when they were going after the spots to upgrade their rotation, they're like, well, we lost a little bit of our depth, so we're going to have to bring him back up, I guess. I don't know.
Can they both lose? Yeah, we can try. We don't know yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Speaking
Yeah.
of, can they both lose? Mr. Mayor, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm watching this game that Phil's talking about. Yankees just jumped back on top 5-4.
How's IKF doing? Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I wish we'd have got him back. We could use the depth in the field there, but
Can use the pop. Oh,
this
wait.
kid they called up from Scranton. I mean, he was mowing them down tonight. He did pretty good pitching for us tonight. So
Who was pitching? Flaherty? Oh, sorry.
yeah, we didn't get him either. So yeah, we're okay. We're still doing good.
If you could only have gotten Frankie Montes back.
Man, he is just, you know what? I think you know what it is?
He's still, it's the shock talking.
No. It's just now that Patrick has nothing to lose. He's like, I
Nothing
don't
to
care.
lose.
Make fun of my team. I'm going to start making fun of everybody else's team.
That's right. Like, because Paul DeYoung is a difference maker. Wait, no, he's not.
Wow,
He's
man.
gonna make more of a difference for our team than yours.
He made no difference when we acquired him last year. So take your shot. Take your shot.
Bro, Patrick is just lighting it. You know what? I'm going to try to stay on his good side tonight because Lord.
Wow.
Right now I'm in the land. So, I'm now I'm in the land.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to represent the Blowfish tonight as they try to make it to the championship game, but they are not doing very good at that tonight.
Are you saying they're going to blow it?
They are. They're all gonna be blowies. They're getting ready to blow it all big time. There was 7-0 in the third inning a few minutes ago. So
Yowza.
yeah, they gave up 2 in the first and 5 in the second. So it's not looking good. But hopefully they can turn it around before the game's over with. But
Zach, but the problem is New York needed some bullpen help, and they really didn't do anything on that.
We got a couple of so-so arms in the bullpen, but
your starting pitching is bad now because what's his name is out again with soreness.
Nestor.
Yeah,
they might deal him.
They can't anymore.
No, I was gonna say
there's no waivers anymore.
That's right. That's right.
There's no waivers. That's it. Whatever you got, you got. If he's released, he's released.
Yeah.
And can't nobody pick him up, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So,
well,
what's up, Val?
So what I'm drinking, I'm going with Side Hustle Brewing out of Hilton Head.
You got
it's their Make It Rain Hazy IPA.
Nice, I love it. All right. As for me, I'm wearing my hat that I just recently got. It's a 49-59-50. I'm sorry, New Era 59-50. Look at this thing.
Yes, sir.
That is a nice one.
By the way, Ed, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
Man, baby, you know me. I live in the dream, brother.
I hear you.
I'm happy as a cucumber.
You were rocking that 59-50, my man.
Yes, actually kind of comfortable. Not gonna lie. In a minute, it's about to go backwards. But I just wanted to show the logo to the.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
You look good in the 59-50, though. You can always say you don't, but you're rocking that.
Yeah. So there it is. It is from the Iron Pigs, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Take a picture for former Dad Hat Chronicles guest Mike Luciano. Take a picture for Luch.
I'm gonna be like, what's up, bro? Hook it up.
What up, bro?
So yeah, I'm wearing that tonight, and because I have to wake up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, gotta go to work early. So water for this guy tonight, H2O.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, guys, let's just get into it. Okay, let's get into it. Give me your thoughts on this, especially today, right? Today was a wild day, and something I heard, and it was funny, and I forgot to I was gonna put it on the text thread, is that a lot of the deals were already done, from what I understand, from I was listening to MLB Network radio, But the thing is that they waited until the very end just so they could not allow the other teams to counter something or do something that to counter that deal, right? So, like for example, if the Cleveland Guardians picked up a shortstop, maybe Kansas City would have gotten try to get somebody else or something else to counter that, right? Or pitching prospect or whatever. So I thought that was very fascinating to hear that. I was like, oh yeah, these deals are done, but they announced it on the very the last 5 minutes of the trade deadline, but they've already been done.
Yep.
So
I can't remember this kind of frenzy in baseball trade deadline in forever.
You know what I think it is? Is because there's no and there's nothing else after this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no waiver anymore, right? So now you have to you got to do something now, or you're stuck with what you have for the rest of the playoffs. You know what I mean? For the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because which
I think it really did help with the with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were depending on those August waiver wire deals at that's why I think the trade deadline would come and go. Dang, Val.
Val just got to be bringing up bad history here.
The night is
firing a shot.
Oh my God.
Dang,
just so
Val,
you guys know,
man, Val, I thought we were friends.
All right. Shout out to the Iron Pigs. They're live and watching on Instagram Live. So shout out to them. What's up, baby? What's up, Mike? What's up? How we doing, baby? Look at that thing. All right. So, anyways, guys, go ahead now, Mayor. Finish your thoughts.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, just the fact that there was a frenzy like it was, I mean, in a way, it's probably good for baseball. There's a lot of talk that baseball's been missing. There's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's fire sales. I mean, but
the Marlins.
Yeah, I mean, the Marlins and the Blue Jays are the brunt of it. But you've got the teams. Too. Well, and the Rays, you're right, and the Rays. But the thing, but what's funny is everything I've been seeing online about the Rays is all the Rays fans are like, I've questioned them 4 or 5 times before, and they still surprise me. So it's like the Rays fans are like not as bad as the other fan bases because they're like, okay, they probably know what they're doing. Now I don't know if they do this time, but I think that's how the fans are going into it. Like, you fooled me twice. You're not going to fool me again. I'm sticking with what moves you're making. But you've also had the teams that we talked about that have been kind of on the cusp. You got Seattle going out there and grabbing people. You got Pittsburgh making some moves. You got, which I think Pittsburgh got really good.
Yeah.
They got some good. They made some pretty smart moves right there. So Pittsburgh's going to be they're going to be a threat coming up.
I'm so happy for Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna lie. That one made me happy just to see oh man, these guys are picking up people left and right. I'm loving this.
Yeah. The team that really confused me was the Rays because to me, and Ed, I know you and I talked about this offline.
Yeah.
But this reminds me a lot of the Guardians last year where they kind of gave up and then they were and then they they're within the thick of the race. That's the part that I don't get. And Lynn brings up Christopher Morel hit a home run in his first game with the Rays. I think he's a good example of someone that can reinvigorate his career, reignite his career with the Rays, because that's what the Rays do. They bring in people who don't perform elsewhere, and then they can perform in Tampa. But getting rid of getting rid of the players that they did, I just thought that Paredes comes to mind, and then they got rid of Rosario. I mean, they got rid of bullpen arms.
They shipped Matt Rosario back to Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah. So it almost feels like they were just cashing in as sellers to me for the season, even though they were only a game behind the Mariners, and they're trading guys when the Mariners are adding people, and they're right there with Seattle.
Back.
I mean, they're famous for addition by subtraction. I mean, they're like the baseball version of Belichick. They get rid of people before you expect them to, and they get better because of it. And it's weird.
That's right. You're right. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're wrong or anything like that, just because they've proven time and time and again that they are, they're smart people. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
It's like they used the whole first half of the season to evaluate their team and decide what they need and what they can get rid of, and try to it's like a poker game with them every year. And they get dealt some cards, and they're like, you don't know if they're bluffing or not, and then they're like, bam, and like, ooh, I didn't see that coming.
I kind of wish though that Cleveland would have gone after Ahmed Rosario. Because he could fit right into that shortstop. He has a small, it's not a lot, but he has some pop on that bat, and he's an upgrade over Rocchio right now. So I mean, I wish we would have gone after that. I'm happy about the pickup for the outfielder, because they sent Will Brennan down to AAA to make room for him. So that's a good pickup. And then
what do you think about it? What do you think about the Alex Cobb pickup, Ed?
Yeah, I mean,
he hasn't pitched yet this season, but I think that's a really smart move.
Yeah, and again, we need some depth.
You do.
You know what I mean?
Because we talked about how you needed pitching.
Yeah, we were just talking about this yesterday too in the afternoon. It was like we were literally, you and me on the phone talking. I was like, man, Cleveland needs some help at pitching as well, which was what I was talking about, pitching and shortstop. Those were the needs for that team, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. So what do you think overall of the deadline activity for the Guardians, Ed?
I'm good. I'm happy with it.
Donnie, what do you think of the moves the Yankees made for the deadline? Are you somewhat
happy?
Disappointed?
I wouldn't be happy.
I was going to be serious about it. Like, how do you truly feel about it? I like Jazz Chisholm as a player, whether you think about fit or not. I think Jazz Chisholm's a good ball player.
Yeah, I mean, I think they picked up a little spark. I think it's a little spark for the clubhouse. Gets him. I mean, from what I've seen, he's excited to be out of Miami for sure.
Well, who isn't at this point?
Right. But he gives you some flexibility, and maybe he's one of those guys that's probably like a new scene is going to be a positive for him. I mean, you've already seen in the last couple of days. I mean, they threw him in center field. They got him at third base last 2 days. Yep. I mean,
he can play around the diamond. That's the thing.
Yeah. He's a better IKF, I guess, in a way, a little bit, because you can kind of plug him anywhere. But I mean, I like that move. I don't think it's the greatest move, but I think it gives them a little flexibility because they've been shaky at spots, in the lineup and in the infield and outfield at times. If somebody gets a little bit dinged up, outside of that, they really didn't do anything splashy.
Yeah, but I mean, and another thing about the Yankees, like what about Aaron Judge's numbers over the past 75 games? Like, it is absolutely insane. Like he's batting 371 with 50 something 40 something homers and a ridiculous amount of RBIs. It's like the first time you've seen that kind of slash line across 75 games ever. I want to say I saw it was insane what he's done.
Yeah, I mean, he's first in almost all the categories right now and everything. It's second in average. So
yeah.
I mean, he's having a tremendous season.
Yeah.
I think Soto's doing pretty good. I think I just hope that I hope they keep him. I hope that they work something out, because they keep him, that's going to be the thing.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Zach.
Yeah. And Eric, what do you think about what the Royals did for the deadline?
I don't have any thoughts, because they'll just be all on my case about it and oh, you got DeYoung, have fun with that.
No, I'm actually asking you honestly this time what your thoughts are.
So they haven't decided what they're going to do with Michael Lorenzen yet. They haven't. I almost think they need to move Alec Marsh to the bullpen and maybe start Lorenzen, but at the same time, he can come in relief and pitch for quite a while. So they straight up said they don't know what they're going to do with him yet. They were looking for at least one bat, but everybody was saying we need an outfield bat, and DeYoung's not an outfielder, so they probably move Massey to DH and put DeYoung at second and leave Garcia at third, because Garcia is really good defensively, but he's not a good hitter right now. And then get Lucas Ursig, which I don't know a ton about, but he's supposed to be a pretty good reliever. So, I'm surprised they did as much as they did. So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, hey, at least your team is buying. At least they're trying to go after it.
And I was surprised that for DeYoung, all they got rid of was a dude from Colombia, the Fireflies, Donnie. That's it.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that they would possibly get rid of Michael Garcia because, I mean, where else are you going to put DeYoung?
Yeah.
DeYoung is utility though. DeYoung can play outfield. He can play across the infield.
Everybody was saying he was either short or third, and obviously he's not short. So
he played outfield a few times for the Jays. I mean, they stuck him out
there. So
yeah, because you're just trying to get his bat in the lineup. Is what you're trying to do.
I was just going to say, was this the move mostly for his bat?
Yeah,
I'd say
that's
so.
what we needed, a hitter.
Well, I mean,
an outfield hitter, but pitching.
And he clubbed like in 1 month he clubbed like 10 home runs anyway. So I mean he's had a good year for Chicago. So
Well, and a move like that, I mean, the fact that he can play shortstop gives you an opportunity to spell Bobby Witt sometimes here and there just for a break without maybe missing too much. Or, in insurance if he gets injured. I mean, you got a guy like that that's kind of your rock of the team. If he gets hurt and you got nobody to put out there except maybe bringing somebody up, then you're screwed. So,
well, and there's a value in that because I mean you've seen teams that are in playoff contention across baseball doing that. The Braves signing Whit Merrifield before he got hurt. He can play everywhere. IKF going to Pittsburgh. DeYoung is not quite that same. I wouldn't say he's as versatile as those two are, but he can be. But I mean, just guys that can play in multiple positions is a very attractive thing for any team that's in contention.
Well, that's why you see like IKF moving again. I mean, he's a guy that, again, like I said in the chat earlier today, I wish the Yankees would have got him back because they needed somebody like that can.
You need a utility player, yeah.
But like we said, Jazz can possibly be that to some extent, maybe not as much as IKF, but similar. Yeah.
So who I'm disappointed in that should have made more trades because of like the state in which they find themselves in? Baltimore? The White Sox needed to do a full fire sale.
Selling, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Blue Jays had to do. Basically, if you look at it, everyone they got rid of, with the exception of probably IKF, were going to be, and maybe Pearson. Most of them were expiring contracts.
But hey, listen, so here's my thing. The Blue Jays were actually smart about this. I know it sounds really bad that we make fun of Patrick because of this one, because it's funny.
Listen, I'm ready for it.
But you know what though? It was actually smart because that's what you picked up a lot of prospects in the process, right? You knew a lot of these players were not going to be retained. You were going to be cleaning house anyways, right? Because you got to do a full cleaning of the whole roster. So this actually was a smart on them, right? It looks bad, because you're just told your fans that white flag.
Yeah, but you kept the stars. You kept the name.
Right. I thought Bo Bichette for sure was going to be gone.
I thought he was gone too. I thought Chris Bassett was going to be leaving, to be quite honest with you, even though there's another year. I thought he was gone because he could potentially help somebody because he can log innings.
Right.
But I particularly liked the Kikuchi deal. I never expected that much of a return on a rental for Kikuchi. I was very shocked about how much they got for him. I would have said 1-on-1 for Jake Bloss would have probably been enough. But
so speaking of him, he was supposed to start in Houston last night, and I ran over to the bathroom early in the game, and they were on the radio talking about it, and all they said was emergency scratch, and then it comes out that he had got traded with Loperfido.
Loperfido and Will Wagner.
Oh yeah, Billy's son.
Yeah, Billy's son.
But yeah, that was kind of surprising because Bloss was supposed to start last night for the Astros. Ended up he didn't, but I did get to see Skeens last night, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm just glad you finally got to travel. I mean, you've been deprived all season, so I'm really glad you finally got one little tiny trip in.
Tell me about it. I've been waiting.
Yep.
Hey, so Val asked this question, Donnie.
Yeah.
What can we expect with Juan Soto and the Yankees? If he continues to perform, he's going to ask to get paid. Why wouldn't New York lock him up before he starts? It's not a New York thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a Scott Boras thing.
Right. Exactly. One, the Yankees don't necessarily do that anyway.
They don't do that in the middle of the season.
No, and they're certainly not going to. Scott Boras is certainly not going to do that.
No, Scott Boras is going to be like, look, play your ass off. We're about to go get paid with another team. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
right.
Scott's going to want you to sign in April.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He's going to want him to finish this season on fire, and then he's going to hold it over the Yankees' head that he can go anywhere and get anything he wants unless you pay him.
Well, my only thing is with a player like that, there's only a handful of teams that you can even consider. But for with the years and dollars that Soto's going to want, other than LA, who's not going to do it, the Mets being the only other one that I can think of that would even, and I don't even think Steve Cohen's in that game anymore, but he has the money to do it.
He's not going to do it. He
learned
his lesson.
And listen, even though they're rich as can be with their conglomerate in Canada, I don't see Rogers Sportsnet paying that kind of money either. Because
I mean,
and Soto's not going to go to Toronto anyway, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if I was the Yankees, if it was me, I would go against the norm, and I'd throw a number at Scott Boras that he couldn't turn down, and say, you know what, let's do this now, and get it done.
Right. So here's my thoughts on this. I don't think Scott Boras has a lot to stand on right now because a lot of his players last year or this year, I mean, they didn't get paid the money they thought that they were going to get paid.
That's true too. So holding out till April, Juan Soto might be like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that."
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at his track record the last couple of years for Scott Boras. All of his players that he says like, "Oh no, we're going to get for these max contracts, we're going to break." None of them. Look at Blake Snell.
Yeah, Jordan Montgomery.
Right.
And the Yankees haven't burned a lot of money like they've done in the past. I mean, they're just a franchise that's got the money. They're in the position where this is the kind of guy you just do it. I mean, you look at what you've wasted all these years on Stanton. If you could waste that on Stanton, you can sign Soto right now for
much younger player, better, faster, quicker.
Exactly.
The only thing he may not have is the bat, but you know what? The bat is not there when he's injured half the time anyway. So
right.
Well, I was just about to say the greatest ability that Juan Soto has is availability.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's out there all the time.
Exactly.
Hey, Cool Water. You got to give me a little bit more on why do some dad hats come with messed up brims?
Probably like mine.
Right, like the stress look. I mean, that is a look, right? So that's a distressed look.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
Right. Because you know what? I have one right here, my North Carolina one, right? Look.
Yes, sir.
That one is clean.
Yes, sir. And then Professor here saying might have missed it, but if he felt it was kind of a disappointing trade deadline because Luis Robert
should have been dealt.
Luis Robert, Vladdy, Screwball, Polar Bear weren't traded.
I'm not surprised about Crochet though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from that standpoint, you're right. A lot of names didn't move, but there's a lot of names didn't move because there's not a lot of return.
Right. And I would say in terms of big names, it wasn't a big one, but in terms of flurry of activity, I thought it was a pretty exciting deadline. Like even like a Tanner Scott moving at the last minute from the Marlins to San Diego. I mean, like you said, that was probably set up for hours and maybe even days, but to have that kind of announced at the deadline, he was probably arguably the biggest relief pitcher on the market that was available. Certainly one of the biggest.
The one thing that I wasn't surprised on, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Donnie, was Crochet, which is the pitcher for the White Sox, in his demands for being traded, saying that he's not going to pitch in the playoffs unless he gets a contract extension. Right there, as soon as he started talking, he took himself off of the trade.
Right. Yeah.
Jerry Reinsdorf started crying after Crochet said that.
First of all,
you're right. Because a lot of teams are like, you know what? I'm not even going to fool with that attitude.
I'm not going to. Yeah, right.
Well, there's guys that are of a similar talent level or better that they can get that aren't making those demands. So why are you going to take on that headache when?
Yeah, you already listen. You already. I'm not trying to bring this kind of attitude and negativity into the clubhouse when we're trying to win right now to make it to playoffs, and then you're coming in with that kind of attitude. Man, get out of here. Go stay in the losing team. You're not going to go to the playoffs.
Yeah. Rumor has it that he wanted a guaranteed rate.
Man, get out of here.
So, to the point earlier, I mean, I think the thing is all these teams plugged holes that they needed to plug more so than going after the big names. It wasn't a lot of like, oh, they got this big fancy player that's going to cost them a lot of money, because you don't have anybody that was traded really. That's, I mean, like you said earlier, there's a couple of rentals, but not very many of these are even rentals. Most of these are plug and play guys that we've got locked up for a little bit longer that are going to help the team. And and it's not like just, back in the day where, some big fancy guy that's worth a lot of money gets traded to help for a playoff run. And then, he's instantly going somewhere else in the spring anyway.
Oh, I love you, Val.
Val, did you just pay me a semi compliment after all the Blue Jays insults?
That was funny. Yeah. Oh, but she was on fire today, though.
She was.
Well, because I know Eric's been trying to make sure that she stays against me, but
Don't forget, Val.
Yeah. Don't forget. Don't listen to Eric.
So, Eric, Phil wants to know if you had some Whataburger at Whataburger Field.
No, because it's gross.
What?
Wow.
Just like
seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh my God.
I like Whataburger.
Nah. So did you see, I think Johnny mentioned earlier, talking about the Marlins. Yeah, they got rid of everybody, but what about the haul that they get to reload their team?
I thought that they had the best return of any team that was trading off people. I think
they weren't going anywhere. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, like
we're going to sign Jazz Chisholm to a long-term contract.
Well, Davison De Los Santos is, like the home run, like the minor league home run leader has already hit 2 for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So what? In and out?
Wow, Eric.
In and Out's still not even the best burger, but Whataburger's pretty good too.
Both of them are gross.
All right, we're not gonna get into a whole big. Okay, yeah, we are. So, what is number one? What's your number one then?
Probably a local one in Wichita that you don't know of.
That's okay. What is it?
Sorry, it's really loud right now.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Say the name. Say it.
Yeah. You're like Destiny's Child.
And give us the second one, since that's a local one. Give us your number two.
What was number one? I didn't even hear him.
He hasn't yet. He's waiting for it to calm down in the background.
Is this his influencer, delayed gratification of what is his opinion?
Yeah.
Man. Where did the Padres get all these prospects from?
AJ Preller probably overpaid them. I don't know.
He keeps getting all these, he keeps trading prospects away like he has them. I'm like, bro, where are you pulling this out of thin air? You know what I'm saying? What is going on?
Ooh.
I love Five Guys Burger, though. I just had some
Five Guys fries. I won't lie.
What? Say again?
I agree with Zach. Five Guys is better than both of those.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I might have to be fighting y'all.
Man, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. All right. So, give me a surprise team that didn't make any trades for you guys. Are you surprised they didn't really do anything?
Phil, I've never had that, but Freddy's is better.
You're going for Freddy's Burgers? Is the best?
Better than both Whataburger and In-N-Out, yes.
I like Freddy's.
But I've never.
I like Freddy's. It's not better than those two, though.
Yeah.
Well, so
never had Freddy's.
Freddy's is very
Freddy's is pretty good.
Yeah. Ed, to answer your question,
I was going to get there too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Mayor, go ahead.
No. You were ahead of me.
I'm still thinking.
Well, I was going to say the two that jumped out at me just because of the division, that Baltimore and Boston didn't really do much of anything.
Yeah, Baltimore
made some moves. They got a few pitchers. They got Eflin, and then they got who's the one they got today? The lefty.
It didn't seem like it was much.
What I tell you though, Leiter. I told you that Leiter was going to move.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, you guys.
Wasn't that a trade with the Cubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other team I was going to say? Milwaukee didn't seem to do anything, but they're kind of in front right now.
But Milwaukee's at a place right now in that division. I mean, the only team that's threatening actually, which is surprisingly did make some moves, was the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right. Minnesota didn't do anything. They're kind of hanging in there. That's another one.
Hey, Minnesota picked up Trevor Richards from the Blue Jays. They picked up an impact. They picked up an impact bullpen arm / he can be a spot starter. And
Eric is looking at the skies like, God, just strike me down now, please.
It's like I say a dad joke or something like that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like you said, Pittsburgh made some moves. Milwaukee didn't really do anything, and I don't think St. Louis did anything really.
No. Before we get off here, do you guys want to see the team store at Waterburger Field?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get there in a little bit.
All right.
Big sale.
Big sale. Yeah. So I mean,
what's the hook
team
that
that
you're
surprised me the most? They're second place in the division right now, and they didn't do absolutely anything at all. Who's the Minnesota Twins?
Yeah. They, like I said, in all seriousness, they added like a bullpen arm or two.
Yeah, okay, whatever. They didn't do anything. They really did.
I wasn't that big of a Trevor Richards fan, so I was really thrilled that they took him. So
that's what I'm saying. Though, like, I mean, it's like that meme is like do something. When you poke.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Do something. Yeah, Minnesota's a good shout. I was going to say St. Louis.
Since they got Tommy Pham back.
That's right, they did. Was that the Tommy Pham Michael Kopech deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the 3-team deal. Like St. Louis, Dodgers, and White Sox.
And that's when then the Dodgers got that super utility guy or whatever it was.
Yeah. They were saying that St. Louis was like number one in the trade, then Dodgers, and then obviously White Sox. White Sox didn't get shit.
Yeah.
But Minnesota's number 2 right now in the wild card.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, he just said Minnesota's number 2 in the wild card, and they just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Now, who do you think, other than the Marlins, because I think we agree the Marlins probably got the best return of anyone, who of the sellers, who do you think got really good value in return for what they were trading? I think the Marlins clearly did the best of anybody.
Yeah, I want to say also Tampa, but like we gotta wait and see with Tampa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Tampa did fairly well. I think Christopher Morel has a chance to really reignite his career. Like a lot of Cubs fans were understandably really disappointed. I know he's had a bad year, but and maybe Cubs fans on here disagree with me, but Cubs fans that I talked to were disappointed to see Morel leave.
Tell them no.
Yeah. Val, we will be getting that soon. Don't you worry. Yeah, I understand it, and again, I go back to the conversation that you and I had, Patrick, about Tampa, right? They were so close, but I get why they did it at the same time, right? Like, I mean, I truly do understand why they did what they did, right? I mean, they're like, okay, listen, Boston is good, Seattle, got really good as well, right? They got better. So you got the Yankees, the Twins, the Kansas City Royals, Boston Red Sox, Seattle Mariners, right? So they all those teams above them, except for Minnesota, improved their roster. And Tampa was seeing as like, yeah, man, we're not going to be able to compete to the level of what they're at right now.
Now, I may have missed this. I'm glad that Zach brought this up. Did Mason Miller get moved?
No.
I
was going to say, and that was one that I was sure
I was
was-
hoping that the Yankees were going to grab him because
Didn't
that's
he
what we
break
needed.
his
to
hand?
Of
learn.
course you would, Donnie.
Huh?
Donnie wants everybody. He's like, I was hoping the Yankees would get him. I was hoping the Yankees. Of course you would.
Hey, we all hope our team's going to get the guys they need to get. That don't mean they are.
You don't need to
Well,
get him.
Mason Miller's also
You have
injured,
money.
guys.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah,
He's injured.
And that was
on
always,
purpose
and that's
we
always,
didn't get traded.
yeah, and that's always the concern with Mason is that he gets injured so much.
Well, that's why Bo Bichette didn't get traded either.
Yeah.
True.
Injury.
True. Yeah.
Just
At least
kind of
they can see a
scrolling
bunch of
through here
rookies.
because I've missed a few, but I mean the Mets kind of quietly picked up a few things. I didn't think about them, but
Mhm.
they've grabbed 3 or 4 pitchers. It looks like throughout this thing, last few days.
And Mets right now are number 2 in the wild card. They're quietly, no one's really talking about them right now.
No,
I did think I have one of my new coworkers. I went ahead and told them thank you today because his team beat the Minnesota Twins. He's a Mets fan, right? He's a Mets
yeah,
fan. I'm like, thank you for that.
they didn't just beat the Twins; they pounded the Twins.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
well,
It's like it was like when the Rays played the Jays. It's like it was like 15-1 yesterday, at least. I don't know about tonight. But
that was an
yesterday
ass beating, man. That was not fun
Yeah.
for them at
oh
least.
man, I'm seeing a mascot.
Oh, Eric ought to go there and grab his tail.
You should do it,
No,
Eric.
I'm gonna do that, but the team store is like super far away. It's like Wichita, so it's gonna be a while before I get there.
Okay.
You have to walk all the way to Wichita? Well, man, good luck.
So since you mentioned that, let me go over a couple of scores. Bottom of the 9th, 5-5. Yankees, Phillies.
Yeah, I hadn't even been looking up they got it on a freaking pass ball.
Yeah. Tampa Bay and Marlins. Rays are beating the Marlins. Surprise, surprise. 9-3. Top of the 9th. Bottom of the 8th. Reds beating the Cubs 5-3. Middle of the 8th. Mariners 10. Boston Red Sox 6. Bottom of the 7th. White Sox 2. Kansas City Royals 1. Sorry, Eric. No, sorry.
Tell Val I'm going to the restroom. She's like,
Yeah.
where's he going? The team store?
No. Val, he has to go tinkle. Top of the 6th, Pirates 5-1 over Houston. Top of 6, Braves 5, Brewers nothing. Rangers are losing 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Top just started. Games that just started. Rockies, Angels, Nationals, D-backs, Dodgers, Padres, Giants, and Athletics just starting.
Yeah, the Blue Jays had a really good shot against. Oh, never mind.
No, they didn't. They
Never
lost 2 today.
Never mind.
Twins lost 2-0 to the Mets, and my Guardians beat the Tigers 5-0. So there it goes.
You guys have dominated that series against Detroit this season. My goodness.
It's been the last couple of years that they've been dominating that season, that series. Yeah.
Whew.
Well,
Yeah,
that's one way to ruin my evening. There you go, South State Booger.
Val, I hear you.
D-backs wearing their City Connection. Oh man, there's Serpientes. Oh wait. Hold on a second.
we're in
Eric
the team store.
started showing and didn't even.
I said I'm here now.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you either.
Nobody ever listens to anything I say. You're just like my wife.
Your story. Continue
All right.
on. You're
So
on.
here we
You're on candid camera.
Smile for once. You're on candid
All right.
camera.
We got the Space City.
Space City.
I like that one right there.
Yeah.
That's some nice new eras. Okay. I have that CC one, the Corpus Christi. Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a comfortable one too. Oh, I didn't see those.
Ooh, I like that.
So everything in here is 25 to 70% off, except honey butter chicken biscuits and ghost stuff. Everything else is. That's why I'm wondering if they're going to do a refresh or something,
Either
or they're just going to get bought.
Donnie, is that going to happen? You know, guys and people.
I don't know. Hey, that's a
that
big question
Hooks
for this is a
jersey right
question
there,
for Jim.
That baby blue Hooks jersey.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Hey, look at that thing.
Yeah, I love that baby blue. Let me guess. Val found a new jersey she wants.
Yeah, she does. She did.
When she says wait, usually she's like, "Can you get that? Can you get that printed for me?"
Well, here's the thing, though. There's not a lot of caps on.
Oh yeah, there it is. Wait, is there any Whataburger stuff like anything in orange? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, but they're not on sale. He said.
Yeah.
Wait. Their hats, the Whataburger hats, are
Some of the
on
Whataburger
sale.
hats are on sale.
$20.
Which
The 39
ones? Because
Hey, do they have any of those Whataburger hats in there? The 920s?
hold on, let me look.
Because those
Eric,
are $5.
do they have it? Eric, do they have such and such in a 5950?
That's everything on sale.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that the one that Val was just wanting that was online with?
Dude, it's online $5, homie.
But I'm wondering if online prices are different from in-store prices.
920
Wait, she said-
adjustable. It says 30 there. It was marked down to 5. Hey, Eric,
But it's sold
ask that
out.
one's-
It's sold out online too.
They had it sold. They had it sold out online at
Is
$5
that the same
a hat.
style though? Because they've got several Whataburger style hats in that store.
So, are you talking about the 920?
That one.
Yeah,
One.
look-
The very
yeah.
same one.
Yeah, Val texted us that a little while
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, same here, Val.
Hold
We
on.
will sell you,
Yeah.
Eric. the
Yeah.
money
Eric,
to
can you
get
buy,
that one.
Eric, can you buy me 27 hats and then put it in your luggage?
At least we're not flying, so I can just put it in the car. But hold on, I'm not going to ask. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Because
Man,
that hat's listed for $5 online.
Yeah.
I love we're getting like live footage of Eric having human interaction.
Hey, they got a New Era 950 snapback cotton candy.
So
for
I
Oh,
got
that's a cool
this.
pennant there with all the affiliates on it.
That's nice.
So
Wait,
I got this
hold on.
hat.
Aren't they losing the one an affiliate Houston? No, they're not.
So associate, like I got this hat. It's like $5 online. Is it like $5 in the store or not?
Because if that's on sale for 75, well, that says 83% off online. But if that's 75% off, even that's better than 30.
They really are getting rid of everything.
But I will say this now. It hasn't always been everything, but the Hooks store is famous for doing sales. They're going to price it down till it leaves. They habitually do 5950s for $10.
Yeah, but even their cleanups are $10.
Yeah.
The 47 cleanups, the CC, the hook with the guy with the hat, $10. The one with the Texas and the hook, $10.
What about so even the Dia de los Hooks, they always put that stuff on sale.
Oh yeah, all this stuff that's always on sale. Yeah, I'm not worried. So the one, Val, they got one with the state of Texas, the flag, the Texas flag, Heritage Texas flag for $10 and the 47 cleanup right now on their website. Just saying. See, are you waiting for in line, Eric? You look like you're waiting in line.
Yeah, and I am. And then watching the game, and the Hispanic Titanic just hit the bag wrong at first, and he's holding his ankle.
Nice, I like it. Raspa. Oh my god, I love that one. I don't know why they got rid of it.
Which one? The Raspas?
Yeah, I was a fan of the Raspas.
I never did get one of those. I wish I had. That was a cool hat.
I have a couple.
I got one of those on the 47.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be like the hat version of Eric. Yeah, I got like 3 of those. You know, like a maroon one, and then a green one, and I got on Prophet Palooza Junior, and then I got one on Prophet Palooza, and then I got one on Prophet Palooza Medium, and then I'm gonna do Prophet Palooza semi-long next year. It's gonna be good.
He's going to just be like, I'm done with it.
He's gonna be relentless and tell me how much the Blue Jays suck, but I already know that.
It's like, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm already hurting.
Exactly. Just stomp on my heart and just like squish it to make sure, Yeah. Wait a second. Tommy Pham just got a grand slam.
Grand salami.
Dang.
What is it with him and like around like when he gets traded and he's in a race, he turns it on.
Okay. Yeah. So 920 is $5.41.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Grab them. 1, 2. Raise your hand. Val's hands raised.
Yeah, Val.
One
We
here.
raised Val's hands.
So you want the 920, not the 3930?
920.
3930 is Jim.
I like the 3930 myself, but I'll go with the
I like
920.
a good 39. I like a 3930, but
I do not. But thanks for playing.
Yeah.
All right, show us the rest of the team score.
Well, hold on. How many is that?
47.
No,
At least 3. I don't know if Patrick raised his
Donnie,
hand.
Val, and Ed.
47. So
Yeah, not me.
Donnie, Val, and Ed.
He would purposely not buy me one anyway because I've been giving him so much crap.
So this is New Era, not 47.
It is New Era, yes.
Ooh,
Well, I know. I said you need to buy 47 units of it.
You didn't say units.
Well, I thought you understood what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about a brand name, but you know.
Okay. Anyway, so here we go.
Yeah, I expected better, but you know.
It is what it is. Ooh.
Ooh.
Urgh.
Eric, you'd be great in that leopard print hat, my man.
Thank you.
Hey, there's the mother. Is that the Madres?
No, that's the Dia de los Hooks.
Dia de los Hooks.
I think that one's $5 too.
Is it
online.
really?
I think so.
I'm okay with that one.
I like it. I really like that purple one.
I think the 920 was $5 online.
That one was also $5.
Yeah. I honestly haven't been on the Hooks website, so I'm going to look now.
Or it was 10. I'm sorry. The 920 was $10 online.
Those are nice, though. I like those. They got a lot of hats, man.
They have a lot of identities.
Yeah, I have one of the faux back, the powder, that one there, the powder blue tritone. I think that one. I've got that in the 920.
Oh, look at this.
I love that. I love that blue ghost, the new one with the plane on it.
Yeah, man, but it's still expensive. It's all get out,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I got one of these liquid chrome ones for like $15. I think it's 10 now, but I got it for 15.
I got that one. It's one of my favorites.
Which one? Cumbias?
No, the other, that one.
The rodeo.
Yeah, that's
The
a good
rodeo.
one.
That one's a cool one.
Yeah. Problem is that they don't have my size in anything.
I have a lot of
Oh,
47.
Oh,
I
did
can-
you see that Val wants 2 of them?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Val
Yeah,
wants
he-
to.
I can either bring them. I'll bring them to Val in
September.
Vegas unless she wants them sooner, and then Ed, same with you.
Yep.
If you
That's
show
fine
up,
by me.
or I can just ship them, whatever.
I'll get mine whenever.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I got to send yours, actually. Your hat, Donnie.
Yeah, I got to send you a couple things too.
Oh my god!
This is
Actually,
like
I think I actually have a package for each of you. So
I was gonna say this is like an AA meeting that doesn't work.
I know we're all at the AA meeting, and he's at the store. We're telling him which beer to buy.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Not to
Buy
make,
all the
not to make, and by the way, just for the chat, I'm not trying to make light of that. I apologize if that came off wrong, but
It's still funny though.
well,
Here's for Patrick.
well
I can't see
played,
his reaction though.
well played.
That was good.
Was that what the Blue? Is that what the Blue Jays were? Is that what
Yeah.
that was supposed to suggest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. He's at a Houston affiliate, and he's showing trash cans. I mean, careful.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not what I meant.
But that
Somebody-
was good though.
Somebody's gonna mob you here in a second.
No, wait a second. Do they have a fleece? Do they have a fleece jacket in there for how the Astros got fleeced in the Kikuchi trade?
That you know what it is though? The Astros did that out of desperation.
They did. Like I couldn't believe. Like I said, I would have done a 1-of-1 for Jake Bloss for Kikuchi, but to get Loperfido and Wagner out of that too, I'm like, yes, please.
Let them. That's on.
That's a great trade for the Blue Jays.
Okay, so I have 2 for Val, 1 for Ed, 1 for Donnie, and then I'm just gonna grab 1.
Yep.
Because I wanted to get the 5950, but they said they weren't on sale. So
that's the only problem is that the 5950s are always the last ones. Like they wait until they get down to 2 sizes and then they throw them down to $10 or $15.
But I'm just gonna get a 920 in that one because I do want the Waterburger one.
It is very interesting though, like and this is something that Val and I were talking about when we were interviewing Mike, is that they only put certain amount of hats, certain things online, and then they wait until the off season to put everything else, which I find it very, very telling, right? It was like, no, we're going to give our fans, in their first bid, which is fine. I just don't know if I would agree with that notion.
I found the same thing with the store here. I mean, there's some stuff I've gone in and seen there and looked online and it's not there. So,
another one is Akron.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know that, Donnie used to live there, but the minute I wanted something, he never went back.
I know. It's like I got banished from there all of a sudden.
There's like the 50th version of that ugly duckling hat that I wanted. And then I was like, Donnie, when are you going back? And then it's like, he decided he didn't want to work in Ohio anymore.
I was kind of hoping I was going to be back up there in August, but I still haven't heard anything. So I have no idea.
I didn't even want to go back to Ohio. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still have that hat in the store though.
Probably
I would imagine. I mean, it could be gone by now. I wish there was somebody up there.
Well, I'm giving you a hard time considering you literally just did me
a lot of hats, Eric. Ooh, look at that shirt.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Okay.
Eric's going bowling.
Bro, I'll rock that shirt. I am not gonna lie to you. I really would.
All right, hats have been acquired, and I'm leaving now.
Thanks for giving me my hat. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you.
Anything for you, Patrick.
With how nice I've been to you, I got exactly what I deserved. So.
Oh.
Hey, Val started that because she's like, man, it's sold out online, and then we're like, find it.
Yeah. So yet another example of how both Val and the mayor know a guy. Like it's like, oh, I can't get it online. No problem. I have a connect that's already going to be there, and get it for me. Wow, did we just get an Eric Eric Prophet original song?
No, they're doing the Heart of Texas 7th inning stretch, the state Texas.
Man, I love the spirit that you use to do that with. You're like, I mean, like, go team, man. Hey, I can pick on you. I didn't get a hat.
Check out these cool ice cream. Oh wait.
Oh man.
Bro, that's both Sugarland, AAA of the Astros, and Hooks, AA of the Astros. No ice cream helmets. Bro, get ice cream. It's not that hard.
Speaking of ice cream helmets, Mr. Mayor, did you rub off on a little young protege of yours on knowing a guy when he went over to I don't know, Kinston, North Carolina for the Down East Wood Ducks?
He told me that he was going to get that. So I think he had, or he thought he was going to get one. I don't know if he knew he was going to get it, but Jack, he had an in there. He's got an in. He knows people too. We're sitting there halfway through the game, and he's like, "Oh, I'm supposed to meet David, the head of food and beverage."
Yeah. Did you say very good, Grasshopper? Now for your final test of training.
Oh,
I know it. You know a guy. You've got a guy everywhere.
But to his point, or to what Eric was saying here about these teams not having helmets, he showed me an email that he got back from the person in Greensboro, where he had emailed them about ice cream helmets when they started doing the project.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a thesis return email about why it's not economically feasible for them in their market and this, that, and the other. I'm like, it's a freaking ice cream helmet. What kind of economic impact is this on your business? It was a long, I was like, holy crap, that whoever that is does not get it.
Well, no, like they probably commissioned someone to do a feasibility study about, what's the feasibility of having ice cream helmets in our market?
Right.
our target
That's the
demographic.
dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I feel like we're all dumber by listening to a person like that saying that it's not feasibly possible.
Sorry,
Right.
Ed. Sorry, Ed.
This is the thing. This show has gone downhill.
I tell you what though, Jack is a very cool young man. He's probably got a contact list of F&B people like Val does, because he reached out to every team. And little nugget, when they emailed that all the teams, they emailed all 120 teams about the helmets in August when they started the project. The first team to send them one was the Fireflies. And when we were doing the tour with David, who's our food and beverage guy, he even mentioned, I saw that email come in. I picked up a couple of ice cream helmets, walked down there to the merchandise lady, Cody, and said, "Here, ship these out today." So he sent them out the day he got the email.
Good.
Yep.
First class in Columbia. I love it. And then Mrs. Mayor saying he's the nicest kid.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He's got his head on straight.
Shout out to Mrs. Mayor, by the way. We love Rhonda Wise on this show.
Oh, and the other thing is the art that kid draws. He was showing me his passport book, and he started flipping through, and every page of his passport book has like the team logo in black. And I said, "Oh, does every team have a stamp, like a black stamp of their logo?" He's like, "No, I drew those." They looked like they were like legit, the actual logo stamps.
That dude's talented, man.
He's very talented. He's going places. He's a kid we need to know.
Ed, did you read the Instagram comments? Apparently, I was supposed to get my wife one of those, so now I have to head back and get 2 more.
You got an extra one for you.
Wait, did you say that you did not get Mrs. Influencer one of those hats?
No, because she doesn't wear a ton of hats.
Oh,
wow.
Sam Eric. Sam says grab her one. Are we going to have room?
Probably not, but okay. So I'm heading back. So my wife's best friend Samantha came with us. She wanted a hat, and now my wife wants one to match her. So
TFS forever.
I literally just sat down all the way, and now I got to go back.
BFS forever.
So then, do we wait to do a third order after he gets back again, or?
Hey, sweet ice cream helmets you don't have.
Hey, Dippin' Dots.
Love Dippin' Dots. Okay, don't hate on the Dippin' Dots.
They're overrated, but also.
Hey,
grab his tail.
Hey, no, see if you can get him on camera.
He just did a 360. I can hold on.
Yeah. Once you get him on camera, he'll be hooked.
Nah, he's too busy. Too many people.
We'll catch him on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moves around a lot. Also, it's super windy here.
Yeah, Donnie underrates how difficult that is. Not all of us have a mascot guy that we can just ask.
You got to track them down, man. You got to track them down.
Yeah, I got to have a mascot guy.
And maybe just punch him down or tackle him or whatever. The usual stuff.
Yeah.
So,
do you not know I'm a flipping influencer?
Do you know who I is?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we're at the top of the hour.
Quick update. Blowfish have battled back from 7-0 down to 7-5.
Okay. They're making a game out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if they can
just watch him get up to the register, and they're gonna say limit 3.
Hey, quick update. Yankees and Phillies are in top of the 11th.
Ooh.
How are they gonna say that when I already got 5? And now it's
Still,
back for just 2 more.
I know.
Well, maybe there's a limit of 5. I don't know.
That's how you get around limits. You go out and you come back and you start over with 0.
This is a brand new sale.
That's right.
That's right. He's like, I'm an influencer. My limit is ×2.
You should be like, shut your face and take this order.
Shut up and take
don't
my
say
money.
That. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't get kicked out.
He's gonna say, take my money.
You don't get kicked out. All right, guys. Final thoughts for what was a very, very, very eventful MLB trade deadline. So, what? Give me your final thoughts, and then also what you guys are doing this week. Not everybody at once.
Well, I didn't want to jump in because I thought Patrick was ready to go the way he rocked. And
I know the way he just went back.
He's like, okay, I'm coming in.
No, that's my waiting. I'm like,
All right, go ahead, Donnie.
Well, I mean, with everything that's happened, like we talked about, a lot of teams plugged holes. I think it's going to be an exciting second part of the season here. And hopefully, it makes the playoff picture
a lot more exciting.
A lot more exciting, exactly. Because we got 2 or 3 teams in each division for the most part, kind of in the mix, and some of those made moves, and like we said, some didn't. So we'll see what happens with that. As far as this week, I don't actually have anything going on this week. There's no home Fireflies games unless the Blowfish can win this game, and then I'll have another playoff game here in Lexington, either Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm not sure who's where, but if they do make it if they do make it past tonight, then it'll be a rematch of last year's Pettit Cup championship with Wilmington.
Okay. All right. Okay. Patrick.
So I'm gonna be grabbing like a big bucket of popcorn, eagerly anticipating spring training 2025. No, but I'm listen.
Are you moving on to NFL right now? Is that what you're saying?
Honestly, I'm just excited to see what happens. I mean, the pressure's kind of off for the Blue Jays to do anything for this season. So I look forward to seeing some of the young guys play and seeing who can maybe contribute to the team in 25. I like to see young guys get a chance. So
this is evaluation time now.
It's evaluation, but I think some teams made some good moves. Honestly, I'm very intrigued by the Guardians, and I'm not just saying that because you're a fan of them, but I like the look of that team. I'm a little concerned about the pitching depth, but other than that,
me too.
I think it's a really good team, and because they've been playing, one of the arguments against them is that they hadn't played anybody, right?
I wonder who kept saying that.
Well, I said, but then they've been playing good teams and winning. So
I believe they won the series against Philly, didn't they?
Yeah. So if you can, at this point in the season, if you're playing like that and you're beating teams that are playoff bound teams, that's a good sign. So, still we'll see what happens, but
yeah, it's still early.
It's early, but it's encouraging to see, your team playing like that. So, good luck to your teams. I hope that, for your sakes that they do well.
For the Kansas City Royals,
and let's see, Zach Beeson and I are just going to be sitting back since our teams aren't going to be in it. And we're going to be chilling because, the Blue Jays are right there in Angels territory.
In all fairness, Zach's team was already eliminated at the beginning of the season.
True.
In all fairness.
True. So
they couldn't buy or sell. They were in no man's land.
They couldn't give anything away. Like, we're trying to give anybody away. Can anybody call us? They're like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
The phone did not ring at all.
They didn't even answer their phone calls.
As our good friend Anna DiTomaso says, I'm just a fan of baseball. So I look forward to seeing, like, I'd love to see some new blood in the playoffs and making some noise. So
I like it.
Yeah. So, and then as far as this week, my MLB Hat History series, we're going to Franklin, Wisconsin to talk about the Milwaukee Milkmen of the American Association.
The one team that doesn't have a website or team store online.
And the one where you had to be quiet when you play baseball.
Yeah.
Due to the Franklin Township ordinances.
Yeah, the ordinances, which is the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, but like a little teaser. Let's see. Check out the Milkman episode tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's our Copa.
Yeah, like Los Lecheros.
Yeah. Again,
Milwaukee.
Los Lecheros, the milkman in Spanish, by the way.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Just very
cool
lazy.
Color hat.
Cool color hat, but the name is very, very lazy.
Yeah. And shout out to Patrick Newt. The only reason I had that hat is because of our good friend Patrick Newt from Baseball Mapper. So
again, because they don't have an online presence.
Exactly. So when he went to the store, I had to get him to get it for me. And he was very kind to do that. So
sounds like a plan.
So the Milwaukee Milkmen, who ironically play in Franklin, Wisconsin, this week on the MLB Hat History series.
Love it. All right. What about you, Mr. Influencer?
Well, for the rest of the season, I hope the Guardians and the Yankees suck. So
not gonna happen.
That's my take on the rest of the season. Right now, it's Sod Poodles up 9-4 on the hooks. But tomorrow, Johnny and I are heading to actually staying home in Wichita. The NBC World Series is currently taking place right now. Shout out to my brother and my nephew and all the other participants in baseball around the clock. We need to get the CBM thing here in the next couple of years to do around the clock. My brother did it for the first time. Said it was an absolute blast. We're talking with the Liberal BJ's coach and one of their board advisors.
That's my favorite team. Very liberal.
Yeah, I think they had 80, it was 83 or 87 people. I think it was 87 maybe.
87 finished. They had well over 100 that signed up, but not that many completed it. Because they ended up running into like a 3-hour rain and lightning delay. So they had to wait it out, and so everything got pushed back about 3 hours. So it's kind of tough on them.
Big shout out. Yeah, but like I said, I also want to congratulate Joe on finishing. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And your nephew.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Is that my guy, Easton? Easton, what's up, my guy?
For Eric is 100% right about the NBC World Series. You know what? I think it has to be on the books for CBM. That'll be something cool to do for all us to show up. So Dad Hat Chronicles was not on this week, guys. I'm so sorry. I started a new job, and it's like I've been so busy. I'm so sorry. I apologize, but it'll be back next week for that one. That's a good episode coming up. We got some more stuff coming. This Thursday, we talk hats. So Patrick and Ed talk hats. So we'll be there on Instagram Live. This show will be back again next week, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We are no longer on Twitter. Twitter decided that they wanted to be douche canoes and wanted to charge for live streaming. So no on that. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Be safe. And then let's see what the second half of the season brings us when it comes to baseball. Maybe next week we'll talk a little bit of football. I mean, NFL is it's right around the corner, guys.
Have real quick on that. Have y'all watched Receivers yet on Netflix?
No.
I have not. I heard it was good.
Was it good?
Yeah, Ron and I, we got through the first 2 episodes, which is basically, like
the intros
on everybody. Rhonda was like, I love that Devontae Adams. She fell in love with him.
She about to get a Devontae Adams jersey.
I mean, I would ask you who your favorite cast member is, but we all know it's Kadarius Toney.
He wanted to come back, or he wanted to go back home since he played at Fresno State, but he should have just stayed in Green Bay because he ain't doing anything with Las Vegas.
That dude
was awesome.
I mean, I didn't know anything about Devontae Adams much other than what you see in the media. If you don't know much about him, you will like that dude when you see this.
I hope he doesn't go to New York.
He has got a head on his shoulders, and he is a smart dude.
Well, I mean, what Kadarius Toney's doing in Charlotte is phenomenal. I mean, just, he feels so at home.
Anyways, we'll leave that. We're going to pencil that for next week, guys. So thank you for joining us. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
See you guys.
Take on the world.